In 1978, Jerry Rafferty penned one of the most iconic saxophone-based songs in the rock and roll era. Hi, my name is Steve Hampton. Today we're going to take a crack at trying to recreate this masterpiece written by Jerry Rafferty. So the first thing we need to do is we need to pull in the MP3 file. Okay. Now what we need to do is find the start of the song. And we'll widen that out. And we'll go into slip mode in Pro Tools to get off of the grid. Okay. Next, we want to put it onto the grid. We want to put the start of the song onto the grid. And we want to put that at measure 1, beat 1. So let's back that all the way up to there. Let's see how this sounds. I think I'm going to cut a little. I don't know. I think we're missing. Yeah. I think I'm going to do that. And there is measure 1, beat 1. Okay, now we need to find the tempo of the song. You can go out on the web and look through about 3 or 4 different sources and kind of get an average. I've already done that, and it seems to be 115 BPM if I average it out. So we'll set the tempo, start tempo, with this red diamond. And there we go. And see, we got to back this up a little bit to get that on the grid. Looky there. Look at those transients. These peaks right here are what is known as transients. They're quick attack, sharp attack sounds made by instruments like drums, cymbals, even guitars. The initial attack of a piano, you'll see a spike, an initial spike, and we call that a transient. So one other thing I want to do is I want to bring that down 2.5, 3 dB. Okay, so this song was not recorded with a click track. They didn't use click tracks back in the 70s. They might have had a reference metronome to start off a song, but session drummers back then and today have good enough meter to where if you give them a count off, they'll keep that time throughout the song. Of course, they're humans; they'll vary. Well, what we're going to do today is we're going to put the grid on top of this free tempo song. And the reason that we want to do that is because I'm going to be using MIDI instruments, and though I'm not going to quantize, it's going to be very helpful for me to locate different portions of the song, like the verses, the choruses. So it kind of keeps things in time and keeps me in time. Pro Tools has a function or a feature called Identify Beat. And you use this function using the tab to transient. See, they've changed to tab to transients. It used to be called tab to transient, but whatever. So what we'll do is we'll put our cursor, our mouse cursor right here, and then we'll press the tab key, and it will, usually, if it's cooperating with me. Oh, there we go. Now it's working. Okay, so you can see it's picking up these different transients. Now notice that it doesn't pick all of them. It's just giving you an estimate. But looking at this, the major stuff on the ones is right bang on with 115 BPM. Let's listen to it, as a matter of fact. Okay, so we start slipping there. So our first correction right out of the box is going to be at measure 9. So we'll take this. Okay, I always go one pass in case there's something in there that I didn't see or Pro Tools didn't pick up. So this looks like the downbeat, the one on measure 9. So what we'll do is we'll look at the ticks here. See, it's 850. These ticks go from 00 to 999. So if we round that up, it's going to pull the grid back, and because it's going too slow and it needs to speed up. So we'll say 9 there, and then boom, that transient now lands on the one of measure 9. So we'll keep on doing this on down the song. See how far that one is. Okay, we can go to 10 on that one. Now I'll do this at the top of each measure to keep the grid from skewing over a period of time. You wind up with a lot of minor tempo changes between, but I find that it really keeps the audio and the tempo from skewing. So I'll do a few of these. See, oh, that's right on, right bang on. Okay, this one's off, and let's see. I'm gonna see how this sounds. Okay, now this is at 160. Remember, we're 00 to 99, right? So we're gonna round down when we come into a situation like this, where the transient is actually ahead of the grid. We're gonna pull the grid back to 12, or up to 12. Okay, let's do a run through and see how we're sounding so far. All right, sounds great to me. So we'll keep on going down this path. And, we'll just do this through all, I think it's 170 measures. Let's go out here. Yeah. 171, so yeah. Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it to 170. 173, which is 172. Okay, so let's continue tabbing to transient and aligning the grid with the song. Let's see where we are at 13. Oh, yep. So we'll round this up to 13, and boom, right on. The grid is right on the transient. 14. Ooh, we're going to leave that alone. That's a pretty big skew. Oh, maybe this one's it. No, that's... Let's listen to this. You know what? Let's try and see what that brings us. 114 or 14. Let's see. Right on. So you never know. Let's see. Let's go to 15.1. Right there. About right on it. Oh, yeah. 15. We'll make it perfect. $16.1. Yeah, he can move up to 16. So this is kind of the process you do, and you do it at the top of. I do it at the top of every measure to keep, like I say, to keep us from deviating over a period of time. So I'm going to do the rest of these and come back and show you what we wound up with. All right. All right. So by the end of this thing, this is kind of what you should come out with. So we've got we've got a marker at every location, or at every at the top of each measure. So I think the next thing I want to do is I want to put location markers in there so I know where I am during the song. And I always put one. Oops. Let's get out of tab to transient. And make this track normal size now. And let's see, where are our location markers? Here we go. Song start. And it's not quite there, is it? So we'll just move this over here. And make sure we're in grid mode there. Let's see. Well, I could. Why don't I just do this? What is the location? Is that? Nope. It's 5, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Count off. There we go. And here is where I will make song start. We will do that. Okay. This will be the chorus. I think I'm going to put the marker here. This is always a tough one for me. Oops. Let's go to our multi-tool. And I'll abbreviate that to C1 for chorus 1. Maybe I'll move it over here. I don't know. If I need to punch in on the chorus, I usually give myself an 8 count. Yeah, we got a little bit off tempo there, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Okay, so I'm going to call this let's see, marker V1 for verse.
Winding your way down on Baker Street, lighting your head and dead on your feet. So many people, but it's got no say.
Okay, and this will be the pre-chorus. 2.
Way down the street, there's a everything. But you know he'll always keep you morning. The sun is shining, it's home.
Chorus 3. This one we're going to have a break. Okay, we're going to call this the breakdown. Breakdown. After that, we go back into the chord. Okay. I guess that's C4, isn't it? And let's mark this C4 GTR solo. All right, so there we have it. Now we got markers. We marked this up. Well, I guess I'll put an ending marker. All right. All righty, guys. Well, the fun part is about to start. We're going to start tracking. See you on the next one.